The state has filed a motion to modify a prior order that was signed on November the 17th of 2021.
And do we have current wage information?
Yes, Your Honor, we do. We have that. Well, Mr. Diaz provided, I believe, 2 years of state pay stub statements, and we gathered information that showed that on average he was working about 32 hours per week and making a gross amount of about $2,565.33.
Okay. What kind of documentation did he do? A income tax return or monthly paycheck for the past 2 years?
It was Michelle. Can you speak to?
It was weekly pay stubs. He did provide weekly pay stubs starting or from the first week of January, I believe it was, to May of 2023.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Did he provide 2026 paycheck stub?
Yes, there was one for 2026.
Only one.
I believe so. Let me get back to that. I'm sorry.
And yes, let's start with current, not 2023. For the year 2026, or February, so it would only have been a couple of, and he gets paid weekly, so it maybe would be 4 or 5 weeks.
Yes, we received a pay stub from 12/29/2025 to 1/4/2026, and a pay stub from 1/5/2026 to 1/11/2026. That was the most recent pay stub that he provided.
All right. How about for 2024? What did he provide? What type of documentation, I guess, is what I'm asking.
I have 173 pages of pay stubs, Judge.
Got it. So we'll be able to do that.
And
based on your review, I don't know why I'm getting that echo, but based on your review with those 2 checks that you have, and it's really only 1 check for 2026, was it the same pay as in 2025, or did it fluctuate?
The hourly amount stayed the same the whole time. The hours do fluctuate a little bit, but like Attorney Irabaza said, it averages to about 32. For the most part, it's about 32 hours a week that he gets.
Okay. All right. And so we're ready. We have enough information. Mr. Diaz has provided enough information. Ms. Hernandez, are you ready to proceed? Or did you, Ms. Hernandez, did they show you those paycheck stubs? Because we're going to be going over them.
Yes.
But they are so many. Did you want to see them and review them before we start? Yesenia, I'm addressing myself to you, Yesenia. Can you hear me?
No, I didn't see them, but
Okay, here's what we can do, Ms. Hernandez.
I can hear you.
Okay, let me explain to you what's going on, okay? Just let me get this other individual. Ms. Hernandez, Misty? Misty, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Misty, can you hear me? I'm assuming she got disconnected, but she's having trouble hearing me. Misty, can you hear me?
Your Honor, I have a question.
Not, hold on, Mr. Diaz, please. Okay, just wait. Misty, can you hear me? Misty Hernandez? Yeah, she's not connected. I think they were having trouble.
Yes, Your Honor, and she dropped off.
So, Misty, can you hear me now?
Okay, yes, I can hear you already.
Okay, I'm going to send you back, okay? We'll try this one more time.
Okay, ma'am.
There you go. Just press on the prompt. Just tap on it, Misty, and it'll take you there. I think she's going to be having trouble, but
Yes.
they can move her, but I put them in the same room by accident. It is a family violence, so they can move her or they can move each other. But your question, Mr. Diaz.
So you're stating that she can see my pay stubs?
Yes, sir. She's entitled to see your paycheck stubs. But what I was
Why?
explaining, because it's under the rules of civil procedure. Anything you want the court to see, I have to see your paycheck stubs so I can make a decision. Anything that you're going to be giving the court, they have to be given to the other side. Now, if you don't want to, because for some reason or other, Mr. Diaz, you feel that it's got a lot of information, or you feel that it's some sort of invasion of privacy or something like that, I understand that. The only way around that is the Office of the Attorney General took an average. So they
Okay,
took an
so, no.
average. Just
What I
wait.
also want to know, my apologies to interrupt you, ma'am. What I want to know, ma'am, you're going to be telling her everything about me, ma'am, and what I'm making and how much am I making.
Yes.
And can you please tell her to send me the divorce paperwork, please?
The divorce paperwork you can get
Yes.
from the courthouse.
Can you let her know to
Okay.
send it to me?
No,
Because I
no,
am not going to
you-
pay that.
No, you can get copies of the divorce decree from the courthouse. She can't get copies of your paycheck any other place other than this hearing, so to
Yeah,
speak.
because she's seeing everything that I'm making.
Yes.
And
Will
what I
you
want
allow
to know
me to
is,
finish?
like, I don't know if it's true or false, ma'am, but stating that if I'm paying child support, is it true that by 2025, it's stated that I can claim my kids in income tax?
No, that's not true. No. No, paying child support does not allow you to claim the children claim the children that you have with her on your income tax
So you're
return.
telling me that she's claiming my child support, she's claiming my income tax on my 3 kids, plus what she's making altogether.
I can't answer that because I don't know if she is. No, I don't know
So
if
you're
she
telling
is.
me that is she working or she's not working?
We're gonna start the hearing. So you
I
can
just want to
ask.
make sure, ma'am, because if she's getting income tax and she's getting $700 out of my paycheck every single month, so she's not working.
I don't know, but that has nothing to do with whether you have to pay child support. It has a little bit to do, but what the family code state is that your child support is based on your wages, not on whether she's working or not. Would you think, you have a lot of questions. Did you want to consult an attorney just so they can answer those questions?
It's not an attorney, ma'am, because for me, the government is out of there now. While everything is going on right now, I just don't trust that much of the government. I'm sorry.
I have to have a hearing, so there's nothing I can do but follow the rule.
Thank
So
you.
she can see your paychecks and everything that's on there. The only way around it is if obviously you agree, then we don't have to see those paycheck stubs. But I'm giving you a hearing because you all were not in agreement. What was the
Yes.
recommended child support amount based on what he's earning, Ms. Urubaso?
Your Honor, let me get to that amount. One moment,
Yeah, you need to have it just ready and leave the blue sheet open, please, for me.
yes.
It allows the hearing to run more smoothly. And
We were basing the total amount that he made on 32 hours of work. And the total amount that was going to be paid.
what was the hourly rate?
I don't think we had an hourly rate. Sir,
Yes,
what is your
Michelle
hourly?
indicated
I'm
that.
getting paid
Michelle
$18.50, ma'am.
Mr. Diaz, just allow me to ask the questions. I'm going to put you on mute so you won't interrupt us. Michelle indicated there was an hourly rate, Ms. Urubaso.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. The hourly rate, Michelle, could you provide that to us?
The
It's not on
hourly
the blue
rate
sheet?
is $18.50, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Diaz, I'm going to ask you to remove the mute button. I don't need you to testify yet. I just have a couple of questions for you. And it's a simple yes or no answer for the court. Okay, my question is, are you working 40 hours a week, or does that vary? Does that change?
It changes.
Okay, and is your hourly rate $18.50? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What they are doing, based on what you told them, that it changes, and based on what they saw in your paycheck stubs, they are not calculating your child support at $40, 40 hours a week. They're not, because they didn't see that on your paycheck. They are calculating your child support based on 32 hours a week, give or take. It's an average. Ms. Hernandez may not agree with that. Ms. Hernandez may say, I want 40 hours a week because 40 hours is a complete pay schedule. But they calculated yours at 32 hours a week. Are you disagreeing to that, the hours worked?
I'm just gonna leave it like that, ma'am. I just don't want to see
Okay.
child support again.
Okay, and then you agree that your hourly rate is $18.50, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What was the hourly rate on that, Ms. Uruba? The child support based on that?
So the gross monthly amount, Your Honor, was $2,565.33. We did give Mr. Diaz credit for an additional child that he has. And so we calculated child support based on those findings of $576 effective March 1st of 2026.
And the medical?
Mom is going to continue to apply for government assistance. Medical is at $138 per month, beginning March the 1st of 2026. And there was no no access to dental insurance. There is, however, a step down for the child support since there's 3 children. As I stated, $576 to begin with a step down to $526, and then a next step down to $421.
All right, now, Mr. So that we know what is disputed and what is not. Mr. Diaz, do you by any chance have insurance available at your work?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Hernandez, do you have insurance available at your work?
No, ma'am. No,
Okay.
no, Your Honor.
All right. And so you've always had government insurance, correct? Can you hear me, Ms.
Correct.
Hernandez? Okay. And it's how many children? 3?
3 children, Your Honor.
Yes,
All right. And what was the cash
3.
medical? Okay. Thank you, Ms. Hernandez. The cash medical that you all were requesting, Ms. Urubaso?
138, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Diaz and Ms. Hernandez, because neither one of you has insurance available through your place of employment, the family code, which is the law that we use, allows us to have you all get insurance through the government. And then because the government has them under a state plan, you have to reimburse the government. What the court is doing, you look confused, Mr. Diaz. They have insurance through Medicaid, which is government insurance. It has to be paid back. You can't get it for free. So what the court is doing is ordering her to go and sign up the children for government insurance. And the court is setting a cash medical because there's 3 children. So the court is setting cash medical of $75 for the 3 children. You have to pay the state of Texas back. Now, unless you think that you can get private insurance, if you don't have it at your place of employment and you want to go get it through Blue Cross Blue Shield, Allstate, or whatever, and you think it could be cheaper than $75, then let me know and we can do it that way. But They are on government insurance, so you have to reimburse the state of Texas, okay? Would you rather find another insurance, Mr. Diaz? That's your question.
Ma'am, I'm working through a temp agency, ma'am. I don't know about this.
Okay, no, it's not available through your employment then.
That's what I'm
If you're
saying.
at a temp, but you have to pay insurance back. So my question to you is, do you want me to reset the case and you go look for another insurance that is going to be cheaper than 75? What would you like to do?
No, pues do it your way, ma'am.
All right, we'll just set a $75 cash medical. Ms. Hernandez, that's not going to affect you because the government insurance is available to you because you all don't have it at work, and he has to pay the state back. In other words, that money that I'm granting of 75 doesn't go to you, it goes to the state. So it doesn't affect you, okay? Ms. Hernandez, are you having trouble hearing me? Can you hear me? Yeah, she's not hearing me.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you. I
Okay,
can
you
hear
need to
you.
respond.
I can
Okay,
hear
you
you.
need to respond to my question so I can know
I
where
can
we're
hear
at.
you, yes.
Okay.
I-
Do you
Can you hear
agree?
me? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I have it plugged into my car. That's probably why it's hard. But if I don't plug it, my phone's gonna die. That's why I have to plug it in.
You're fine. My
Okay.
only question to you right now is, are you in agreement that he reimbursed the state of Texas for insurance so your children can have insurance in the amount of $75 he reimburses the state? Are you in agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that doesn't affect you. It goes to the state.
Yes.
All right, now, Mr. Diaz, based on what the Office of the Attorney General did, and they set child support of $576, and that's based on $18.50 at 32 hours a week. Are you in agreement with that?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Hernandez, they have calculated his child support. They looked at his paycheck stubs and they calculated an average of hours he works. And your child support is set at $576. And when the oldest child graduates from high school and turns 18, then the next amount, it'll go down to $526. And then for that last child, it'll be $421. Are you in agreement with these amounts?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Urubaso, this was not an arrears. It was just a modification.
On Michelle's case, it was just a modification. Yes, Your Honor.
Then Mr. Diaz and Ms. Hernandez, based on your all's agreement, the court is setting his child support based on his hourly rate of $18.50 with an average of 32 hours per week. That translates to $576 a month beginning March 1st. The court is setting a a cash medical instead of 138. The court is setting cash medical of $75 for government insurance. And all your obligations begin March 1st. Ms. Hernandez, any questions?
I don't think I have questions.
All right, and are you in agreement with these amounts?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Diaz, any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, then the court will grant the order, find it's in the best interest of all three children. I will sign the order electronically. That's when it becomes final. So you are excused.
Ma'am, what's the total, ma'am, that you said? Five what, ma'am?
576 with 75 for insurance. So that comes out to 651. But if
No,
you're,
I'll leave it like that, ma'am. It's okay. I'll leave it like that.
what I was gonna tell you is if you're employed, they'll take it from your paycheck and they take it according to the way how often do they pay you?
I get paid every week, every
Okay.
Friday.
Okay, I can figure out what it's gonna be. Hold on. Comes out to about 150 and 23 cents.
Thank you, ma'am.
I think, did I do that right? Michelle, you're probably, let's see, 75 times 12 months.
Judge, I
in a
got
year.
162, 70,
All
162,
right.
75 a week.
Well, it's 576, correct? Plus $75
Mm-hmm.
gives me 651 times 12 months in a year is 7,812 divided by 52 weeks in a year,
Yes.
150. Okay, 150 per week, Mr. Diaz, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Any questions, Ms. Hernandez? No?
No, no questions.
All right. Thank you very much to both of you. You are excused.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This is the state's motion to modify and to confirm arrears to judgment. The prior was an order that was signed on June 11th, 2013. We have a judgment in the amount of $51,381.07 as of January 31st, 2026, with a repayment of $307 per month. We have a medical support judgment in the amount of $4,359.44, effective March with a judgment as of date of January 31st, 2026. Repayment on that is $75. Dad has one additional child. And mom is going to continue to apply for government assistance regarding the healthcare of that child. We have medical support to be reimbursed to the state at $70.50, effective March the 1st of 2026, and we have child support in the amount of $209, effective March the 1st of 2026. There's no need for non-disclosure, and court costs are to be billed to Dad.
All right, if you will follow along, Ms. Urubaso, make sure I got the amounts right. What the parties have agreed is that the amount that's owed in past due child support by Mr. Gomez is $51,381.07 to be, and that's as of the end of January.
Yes,
The
yes, Your Honor.
payment on that for reimbursement is $307 beginning March 1st. Medical arrears is being granted of $435.44 to be paid at $74 a month.
Actually, Your Honor, have medical support judgment of $4,359.44
Okay,
with a repayment of $75.
all right, the court is correcting itself, and the amount owed for past due medical or cash medical is $4,359.44 to be paid at $75 by Mr. Gomez beginning March 1st. We are going to modify the child support as to current child support. So beginning March 1st, the current child support is $209 with a $75 for medical. Those are all effective March 1st. Ms. Esquivel, did you hear those terms?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you in agreement with those terms?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and you're asking the court to approve it and that it's in the best interest of the child?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, Mr. Gomez, I'm going to ask you to release the mute button again. Can you press *6 on your panel? The little star.
Already, Your Honor.
And did you hear those terms, Mr. Gomez?
Your Honor.
And are you in agreement with those terms?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. The court will approve the agreement. Is granting the judgment with the payment plans effective March 1st. The court is also granting a modification order, and that will also be effective March 1st. Court costs will be billed to Mr. Gomez. I will sign the order electronically. Now, if either one of you have any questions, please feel free to ask the questions. Do you have any questions, Ms. Esquivel?
No questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Gomez?
No questions, Your Honor.
Okay, there you go. I will grant the order. You are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
you.
Thank you so much. The state's motion to confirm arrears to judgment, and the parties have reached an agreement. The total amount past due for child support is $24,412.65 with a judgment as of date of January 31st of 2026. Repayment on that judgment is at $400 per month, effective March the 1st of 2026. We also have a medical support judgment as of January 31st of 2026 in the amount of $3,231.06 with a repayment on that amount of $50 effective March the 1st of 2026. No prior non-disclosure so none is needed. Court costs are billed to Mr. Ranghell. That is the agreement of the parties, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Ranghell, did you hear those terms?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you in agreement with those terms?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and Ms. Martinez, did you hear those terms as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and are you also in agreement with those
Yes, Your
terms?
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let me just check something here real quick. All right, and Miss, oh no, I think I can get it from here. Hold on, Miss Uribaso.
Mhm.
All right, now, Ms. Martinez, you have indicated that you all have arrived at an agreement. And as mother of the child, Carlos Gabriel Ranghell, are you telling the court that this agreement is in the best interest for Carlos Gabriel?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then based on the party's testimony, the court will grant a child support arrears, which is past due child support, Mr. Ranghell, in the amount of $24,412.65 with a payment of $400 a month. The court will also grant medical arrears of $3,231.06. These are all as of January the 1st. That'll have a payment of $50 a month. The child has emancipated, so the court is granting the judgment finding it's in the best interest of Carlos. The court will grant or award court costs to Mr. Ranghell. Do either one of you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right, then I will sign the order electronically. That's when it's final. So you are excused. Thank you for coming to court.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you
Thank
so
you, Your
much.
Honor.
Thank you, Isabel. You can go ahead and log off too. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Your Honor, this is the state's motion to modify child support or the prior order and reduce arrears to judgment. It appears that the parties are in agreement. Child support judgment is in the amount of $33,239.57 as of January 31st, 2026.
All right, you said 33,000, what?
$33,239.57.
Got it. Thank you.
As of January 31st, and then mom is releasing $4,500, giving dad credit for direct payments. So the total judgment will be $28,739.57 as of January 31st, 2026, to be paid at $200 per month, beginning March the 1st of 2026. We have a medical support judgment in the amount of $8,396.40 as of January 31st, 2026, to be paid at $100 per month, beginning March the 1st of 2026. Dad has no additional children. We are modifying child support and increasing to $400 beginning March the 1st of 2026 with a step down to $320. We also have medical support at $180 per month beginning March the 1st of 2026. Let me see if mom is going to continue to apply for government assistance regarding the health care of the children. Court costs are to be billed to dad. That is the agreement of the parties.
All right, Ms. Fuentes, did you hear those terms?
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
Your
are
Honor.
you are you in agreement with those terms?
Yes, I am.
All right, now, you are agreeing to these terms and you're asking the court to approve these terms, and you find that this order that we're gonna sign and grant is in the best interest of Jaime, Jacob, and Elizabeth?
Yes.
All right, and
Yes, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Thank you. And Mr. Flores, are you in agreement with these terms as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then the court will grant past due child support of $33,239.56 to be paid at that's the original judgment. The court finds that she is releasing the amount of $4,500, and Ms. Fuentes, they have explained to you that once you release these amounts, you will not be able to come back and ask for them again.
Right, yes.
And he has not threatened you or asked you to release these, the amounts of money, has he?
No.
Okay, the court finds she's releasing it voluntarily and therefore is granting a judgment of $28,739.57, I believe were the cents, to be paid back at $200 a month beginning March 1st, 2026. The court is granting a medical arrears of $8,396.40 to be paid at $100 a month. And we're going to modify the child support order. The new child support amount, or the current amount of child support, is $400 with a step down of $320 when the oldest child emancipates. Medical is being granted of $180. The court finds it's in the best interest of the children. I will sign the order electronically. Unless either one of you has any questions, Ms. Fuentes or Mr. Flores, you are excused. Court costs will be billed to you, Mr. Flores. Any questions?
No, Your
No,
Honor.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, then you are excused. Thank you for coming to court.
Thank you.